This shit is just so ghetto. So ghetto. My drawer is broken on my desk. This is my whole house is falling apart, dude. I ain't got no little kids. Whoa, Lord. Be blessed the day I get. Oh. Like, I don't know. They don't give you a handbook on what you do when everything around you is weird. You know, and people can say, well, just get out, get a job, get your own apartment. Whatever this shit is, they want to follow you. It ain't that easy. I'm more for clearing up things right where you stand. So you don't have to worry about it following you where you're going. Whatever it is. That's why I don't do shit in my life. But you can't control the people that's around you. Ain't no law against knowing somebody being shady around you, but you don't know what it is, so you can't really do nothing about it. And so many people about them a lifetime of getting out of shit, so they never gonna get caught by the police. And you like, you was at the police station for what, motherfucker? I knew your ass was doing something, because they never gonna get caught. Type of motherfucker try to get you caught up in some shit you don't even know nothing about. Well, I hear some of these organizations, that's what they professionals at. At getting innocent people caught up in stuff. Or, you know, like I said, like that show Weeds. And I used to like that show. It's hard times out there, boy. And you couldn't even say somebody like, well, that's just not in your own place. That's what I'm saying about these motherfuckers. They be purchasing you from the background. If you move, they can just get a keys to your new place. Pay for it. It's a thing. It's a thing. Whatever this is. I find who got the anchor here. Somebody that already got caught up. Somebody could be 35, 9 years, 35 years. That's what I was saying. Okay, so in the car, remember I told you somebody journey block. They've been hanging around with some weeds. These are fake people. Something like that. Any on. So these could be people that was putting, they supposed to be in God energy. Now they getting stuff repossessed, or they're not going to be able to have these cars because they was putting anybody on, or anybody but who they were supposed to. These stars could have been lost. This is like people that like, oh my God, a group of people that usually make their money one way, and that's not lit right now. So, excuse me, they got a lot of money. So somebody come say, hey, listen to me. All y'all got to do is do this. It's only one hit. And these innocent people, or these people don't know nothing about this way of life because they used to live luxury, or they was in a grade, you know what I'm saying? Also where they were untouchable, and now they got dropped down the grade, and now they in this grade, and they looking to who like this. Only the strong words of get out of there. Nene, please come put some clothes on this girl. Digging all in her booty. I don't like it when kids is around that much. I don't know. I'm changing. I don't know what's wrong. Oh, that is something. Hold on. Okay. Ooh, okay. That was too much. All right. Dang. So we got these children on the floor. Somebody's trying to get a hold of somebody's children or get access to somebody's children to traffic them. These are known traffickers, though. They're going to be trying to make this about something like somebody could be about to get caught for having sex with a minor, a transgender woman, or somebody that lived their life as a woman, but they're really a man. And somebody could be trying to get a child taken away from a younger mother because, see, that's why I told you, if your family members or kids or people around you, instead of coming to you, they've been going to these other people. There's new people, these anybody's that people that brought in. Usually these people plug into your server to get good advice. They're not doing that. Or they fearing somebody or something. But some people are trying to get together and get some children taken because of what they're into. And then there is a situation where somebody could take a child, but you had to be careful because some of these people, when they sign up for these groups and stuff, you're allowing them. Some of us, we don't have shit to do with these people, and because our energy is like that or that powerful, they have what you call it when you say like mining or fracking. They have fracked their way in some of our fucking energy. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna ask nobody. It's very subtle. It's very something, right? But some of these people, they went in with these people. It felt good at one point in time. Now it's bitter to their belly. And somebody want to take you down with them because they feel like you should have went. But some of these people I'm hearing, they should have waited. It was even if you was suffering or you had to really like limit what you could do or something. Like it was a time limit to be still. And people was being busybodies. They was laughing at you because you was being still and you wasn't hustling too hard or doing nothing. Not saying that people shouldn't have been doing it. Just depends on who you are and what your calling is. You know what I'm saying? You could be in a line with 30 motherfuckers and they not on the same calling as you. So you know what your calling is. At some point in time, you know a little bit, or you know which way. When you going in the wrong direction or something like this, or you feel like you done signed up with the wrong people, because you know how some people be wanting you to think like, oh yeah, you don't know about them elites. They so crazy and think some of you people ain't really. They actually soft. They could be manipulated. Like just think God dropped some angels out just because of something, or had them come down here. It could possibly be because they not used to it, like the Holy Spirit. How it'd be easy for somebody to set me up for something because I don't know about that world or that dark world. It's not the point of you being scared of this person, but real fear kick in when you know you ain't did shit and you innocent, and then people start chanting this stuff about or you could feel people putting something on you or something like this, and you realize that your neighborhood police been bought out, and then for the past 3 years they were supposed to be watching you, but they was really putting cases on you. Waiting for you to travel one day so they could take you to jail in another state and just act like you never fucking existed because you was a secret millionaire and you didn't know and everybody else did, or the heir. You see what I'm saying? That's the kind of fear, that some of people are going to wake up to. Okay? Or somebody saying, it's okay, we in this club, we can do whatever we want to do. And then, one day these motherfuckers, the fresh meat, they get them to run around, do all this shit trying to prove their point. And then at the end of the day, when they need to get booked out or bailed out for something, ain't nobody there. And imagine the person that God hooked them up with at first, what they said, make sure this person is straight, because if you ever need to, you're going to have to come back to this person. And, if you don't, because some of these people could have walked away from me like, this ain't person ain't about that life. I got to go, if I'm going to be doing this shit, I'm going to have to get away from this motherfucker. Her server, she probably going to be telling on me online. I got to get away from this person. And then they disconnected from you, went over there with these people. I could do this dirty stuff so I can get this or whatever. Or something like this, y'all. I don't know. It's like cries. Yeah, so any is covered up now with the star in reverse. So these people that were saying any people, letting any people on, these people is in reverse. Like they were trying to build, like, think about this. Like, we always have this thing, like the big mob women or the black mafia in the 1980s or the Italian mafia. It's always something like this. And then there's always a big collapse where they all get knocked down. You know what I'm saying? And then the new something come up, right? So even when we were talking about the American gods, and they was like, these new gods is different. No, I seen it. It's different. It could just be that these people are not dealing with on the streets, nothing. It ain't nothing visible. Everything is like, you know what I'm saying? This could have been something that was brewing in the background, and then they just bust through the door and try to take that shit all the way to the top. So if they got to go to court, they already in the courtroom. You know what I'm saying? They got to go to federal motherfucker. We got motherfuckers in there too. It's something like this. So I don't know, but somebody was trying to block your journey and they ended up with a whole bunch of weeds. And then we got files or lots of files. Somebody could say they got lots of files on somebody, but this a lie. It's in reverse. Okay. And then this is what I was saying in the car. Okay. Right here, this little part right here. It says alien. Somebody is not alien, but they could be being held as if and processed as if they are. Okay. You got men that trying to collapse or get niggas out of here so they can have their wives and their children and they whatever on their roster. It's other shit that's going on now. Okay. So putting motherfuckers on the front line. Front line is the streets to learn about that life, especially if you a 40-year-old man or something. You've been going to work every day and shit like this, and you get wrapped up with some little thought twat. You know what I'm saying? That's blowing your fucking mind. And you think she bring you in like, now all you gotta do is whoop, whoop, whoop. These are the girls that know the niggas in the streets already. And when they bring this other dudes in that is more on the edge, they fallen angels, like newly, or they're going to have to, you know, some of these people get good grace. If you think about it, there wouldn't have been able to be no mobs or nothing like this, even on the streets, if some of these people don't have good grace to keep things even, or some ebb and flow. Even with violence, you get what I'm saying? There's always going to be some kind of violence. There's an ebb and flow that goes with it. Because if that's the case, the police would have always been 10 steps ahead with the technology ahead, and we wouldn't have no mobsters or gangsters, never would have been on the street. So it's an ebb and flow about how shit work, I'm guessing. Okay, I don't know. I'm just very observant. And when I observe something, I categorize it, and it's just the way my brain thinks. Okay. So I don't know, but we got this alien energy here, and whoever this is in Florida, maybe this is somebody that somebody sent to a lower state or to Florida or to something or whatever like this. But this person could have been your original person up here in the Midwest. They won't let this person come back because they could know that this person could really be the closest thing to a king they're gonna get. It's something weird going on here, where they got excuse me, somebody caught up draining them of their energy. It ain't no second guessing this. Somebody got this person as an alien or trying to ship this person off, or this is what they doing down in the, you know, in the Keys or somewhere in Florida. They sending niggas out of here. Okay. Just seeming like that's what somebody's doing. Okay. Because somebody could be like, I bet you, I heard somebody say today in a video, I bet this person got an extensive file, but there's no file. This bitch left her file. She think that you gonna put on her file, and she gonna take your clean slate. This is all a lot of this shit is about, y'all. Also, like I said, rape. Because look, with this, you didn't celebrate with this person, never. But with this cheeseburger, somebody had a girl. You either pregnant with a girl, you have excuse me, you having a girl. I'm trying to tell you, when I went and I had my last child, and I went for that ultrasound, and I got my kids out of school. Okay, I think they was all still at the same school. I don't know, but I went and collected them all from the schools that was that they was at, and we went to go see about the baby. And the lady was like, "Oh, you see that little thing that looked like a cheeseburger? That means it's a girl." And I'm like, I was like, because I wanted a boy. But I feel like this is also this new breed of girls that they're creating. Okay, like it's something about the genitalia when the baby is inside the womb. Okay, it's like the earlier process is when that part is forming, like 4 to 6 months or something like this. Somebody is trying to birth children with that same. It's more protruded. The private part area is more protruded on children, on fetuses when they're in there like that. That it's easy to see it on the ultrasound, so you can know what you having. But by the time the child is born, it usually is concave. It usually doesn't. It's not protruding out like that no more. But I noticed that I have seen images where babies were born with that protrusion. Okay, so I don't know if this is a new breed of children that somebody is breeding. Somebody been using some of our wombs to practice this on, but somebody don't want to get caught for being a serial rapist. Okay, I told you, some of these people that's transgender or get these private parts, they may not be able to function like a regular normal. I don't know. I'm just saying, depending on who did your shit, they may not be able to perform like a regular person, like a regular male. So I feel like these people be looking for people with a certain type of. I'm just telling you, okay. That's why I think some of these people could prefer younger people or something, or children, to not be ashamed or something like this. I don't know. That's just what I was getting here. Okay. We see somebody was already in the King of Cups energy back then. All right. I don't know why the camera went out. All right. But like I was saying, somebody could be being shown here, King of Cups. All right. By a hermit about this Ace of Cups tower that they was trying to bring to this. Somebody could be a tribred strength card. It's a difference. These are people that, just like in servitude or prisoners of war, prisoners of war are people that was in a territory, it was taken over by other people, and now they didn't snuck or forcibly put those people in some type of servitude, tricking with paperwork or documentation. Back in the day, leading them with chains on their legs or something like this. Or a prisoner of war is somebody that was found in their own homeland, and because of whatever circumstances were turned into a second grade race, like Deuteronomy 28. All right. Try the diaspora Africans are people that mainly probably came from Africa or other places and was sent on that, like when they say the try whatever slave trade, the triangular or whatever you call it. Okay. That's different. All right. Those are more diaspora to me. That's just how I see it. Okay. But yeah, somebody wanna these they could be put, you know, they turn in the files, or if they can't do this, they'll turn the files or put a lot of stuff that's not on your, like, I don't know, but I'm even thinking about undocumented workers. Like somebody didn't fill up a fake file on you yet to make it look like you're a criminal and you should be sent away, or you should have to live this grade of life or something like this. But somebody's file is in reverse. It's just like a lady that was with a man, and then he was an innocent person, or he didn't have a record, but then she was with him long enough to know everything about him, and then take his record and then put her name on it, and take her record and put his name on it, and then one day you driving around with something in the car, and this person like, yeah, that motherfucker, yeah, I'm not taking a rap for you, and it's just to put all they, it's like scapegoating. And people like, yeah, we got everybody off. We got this bad guy off the street. So many, but some of these people are innocent. They just was with somebody that was sent in to lead them in the wrong direction. It feels good, but then the money, the cars, the lifestyle change, and then it's bitter to your belly. Like, what the fuck did I get into? Somebody definitely something right here going on in Florida. Somebody from Florida. These are orange people. Whatever this is, something like that. Okay. And like I said, some of these people were a part of these societies with these men, and these people were having secret access to their wives or mind control, or just like I was thinking right now. Because, my D baby, I guess she snuck outside or whatever, got on a trampoline. She didn't even have no, she just had some panties on. And her mom went out there, spank her on her butt. But I heard it and I was like, hey, don't, something like that. I jumped up to go over there. And she's like, well, if I'm stressed out and I'm telling you or something, that's what happened. I mean, I'm not going to do nothing to it, but that's what. And I'm thinking okay, so somebody's using mind control. If this child been taken by a secret society, okay, or one of these women, or they had secret dealings with people in the background behind my back, or they didn't want to respect me as the king or the queen or something like this. You get what I'm saying? Okay. So even they around me, that shit ain't got nothing to do with me, because that's not how I will run. Your kingdom is really ran off the heart of the king. So if you want to pick a fake king or somebody that corrupt, and just because this person got money and they making moves or something like this, and the moves ain't right, that's what the fuck you gonna end up in. A real king with a good heart and a good mind is gonna run a kingdom some kind of way where it got something to do with growth and generational wealth, laying down proper foundations, not lumpy, you know, pavement or whatever this is. Okay, so somebody's trying to cover their own tracks here. Okay, even some young boys could have been going to jail for getting young girls pregnant or something like this. Statutory rape ruined the rest of their thing, but it was really a feminine, or it was really somebody that could have even somebody else that came in on that child that got that child pregnant, and then they convinced this person to come lay with that. It's a lot of mind control. Like once you offer yourself to these people, that's what the fuck it seemed like. That's what they do. Okay, so somebody could be getting caught. All right, Nine of Cups. This person could have been in some stingy energy or something like this. It ain't no going back and forth about it. Somebody thought that they owned you or something. They was being cocky. You was not celebrating with this person, but you could have had a child by this person. Now this could be by they did some weird in vitro shit like on that show with Kim Kardashian and see, the hardiness is to even make a show like that when I could see through these motherfuckers, but they know I'm the only ones that's gonna be able to see through these people, and they'd be like, no way that somebody was up to no witchcraft something, then they did that show. Okay, that's what you think. Okay, this shit is deeper. All right, so. Or again, just like you would tell anybody else, you shouldn't have been hanging around with them gang members. If you knew they was gang members and you was hanging around with them, you shouldn't have been because now you got wrapped up in it. So if you knew this shit was going on in the world or something like this, why would you do that? Because now somebody could use that, I'm guessing. If somebody can come use my channel and try to get me wrapped up in something because I'm a seer, because that's what they're doing. In that show, that movie I told y'all, the guy was like a gifted seer. He could go in people's dreams and do detective work. And he ended up going to jail because of a manipulative young girl. Okay? Somebody sent him and said, I need you to do me a favor. These some very, you know,